Hello, welcome back to the channel. We're doing more Arena Cube Draft today. So let's go ahead and take a look at our opening pack. All right, so I like Omnath. I think it's very strong, but it's a lot of colors. You could take something like Spar's Headquarters to help facilitate a multicolored mana base. There's a couple of fetch lands which also help with that and are also good with Omnath. There are, of course, there's a lot of fetch lands in the cube, so they're not super high priority. Baleful Strix is a strong individual card, a couple colors. Graveyard Trespasser's fine, Cryo Shatters, removal. Nissa and Surak, both fine green cards. Legion's Landing, good aggressive white card. I think I'm just going to go ahead and take the Spar's Headquarters and try to lean more into like a Bant space. For now, maybe we can wheel the Omnath or a Wooded Foothills or something like that. I think just taking a Triome seems like a good place to start. Okay, now what do we see? We could take another Triome with the Rafine's Tower, and then we have good, sans red fixing. You have, let's see, what else we got? 3 Steps Ahead is a fine counterspell, interaction piece. Mana Tithe, love Mana Tithe. Enduring Curiosity and Commit to Memory are also fine. You can also take Timeless Witness as a pretty good value play. What do we feel like here? Do I feel like being a little bit more interaction heavy or more value based? I think I want to try to be base green if possible. I guess we just take the Timeless Witness. That's a lot of value. This card is essentially a 3 or 4 for 1. So I do like that. 3 Steps Ahead is a pretty versatile counterspell too, but I think we're gonna maybe lean a little bit more green focus. We're more fixing. Okay, now we have some good red cards with Fear Missing Out, Higher Claw. But I think we just go ahead and slam this Agent Rafine. It's like a super solid 1-drop. You could draw off of the opponent's deck and do all of that fun, good stuff. You also have like Dragon Lord Ojutai as a top-end piece. Bonnie Paul, also a good top-end card. Stomping Ground if you wanted more fixing for, if you were certain that you were going to wheel Omnath, but that's not guaranteed. Sunblessed Healer's okay. I think we just go ahead and take Agent Rafine here. It seems pretty solid. All right, now we can take, well, let's see. We've got some choices. We've got Vorinclex, Big Teferi. I think I'm just going to go ahead and take an Elvish Mystic here, though. Just being able to start on turn 1 and then being able to, pick up whatever big stuff you get later in the pack, and then you go from there. So, yeah, I do like Elvish Mystic here. Desert Cenote is some okay fixing, but you have to have the cards in hand. So it could very much easily be a dual land, but a little conditional. I think just taking like 1 mana dorks is pretty high in priority. And then you could wheel something like Teferi or Vorinclex, maybe, or whatever. All right, we're going to take Elvish Mystic here. All right, now we don't see any green cards, which is a little concerning, but we do have another Triumph with the Ziotor's Proving Ground. You also have the Phantasmal Image, Chrome Host Seed Shark, Dragonologist. You can reveal instant sorcery or dragon. Not sure if we're going to be doing that necessarily. There's a Flood Pits Drowner. I guess we maybe take the Ziotor's Proving Ground here. There's just really not much else for us. I think the best cards in the pack are like Inquisition of Kozilek and Lily of the Veil. Flood Pits Drowner is fine, but it's probably better in a more tempo-based strategy as opposed to this kind of big ramp value-based strategy. I'm just going to take the Proving Ground. I'm not going to really consider that too much in the pick order. Okay, now we have some choices. We could take an Ice-Till Explorer, which is good with the fetch lands. Take a Maelstrom Pulse. I do like a Jace Vryn's Prodigy being sort of Bant or Simic base, and then maybe you could play some counter magic, and then you play some big spells, and then you can flip this and draw lots of cards. Kind of in for that. There's also a Spell Pierce, Mockingbird, Hauntwood Shrieker. Like, these are all fine, but I think I like taking the Jace. All right, now, ooh, I mean, man, I do like Ashiok. We could be Sultai? I could see that. Because other than that, there's a Prismatic Vista, Unnerving Grasp, Venser, Shaper Savant. Those are fine options. I mean, going like turn 2 Ashiok above a turn 1 Mystic, it's difficult, but it's possible. Prismatic Vista is probably like the safe pick, but we should hopefully get some amount of, fetch lands, right? So I think we're going to take the high upside pick with the Ashiok here. Okay, now we can take either a Scalding Tarn, Undercity Sewers to help with the blue-black fixing, to get Tishana's Tidebinder, or a Jet Collector. Let's see the curve here. Good choices. Definitely some good choices. Leaning towards the Sultai space. So maybe the Undercity Sewers could be a thing. Scalding Tarn also probably just fine. Goes well with the Jace. Solemn is okay as well. Jet Collector? I like Jet Collector, actually. I think it's a pretty good card. Not so sure on that one. Okay, probably just take Nissa. I mean, Nissa Wheeling is a pretty good sign. This is one of the better green cards in the cube. You also have Cryo Shatter's cheap interaction, but I think just being a big old green value pile is where we're going to want to be. Now we could take something. So we wheel the 3 steps ahead and the Enduring Curiosity, as well as Commit to Memory to a lesser extent. I think, given where we're at, it probably makes a little bit more sense to take. We're going to have a lot of little doodads, so I think Enduring Curiosity makes a little bit of sense here. I think I'm down for Enduring Curiosity. Okay, Bonnie Paul. Oh, sorry. Bonnie Paul seems like good top end to ramp into. Big value piece. I like it. I'm down for it. I think we take it. Seems good. Okay, Jace, Architect of Thought as a solid value planeswalker, but I don't know. Mind Stone is also a consideration for more ramp. Maybe Mind Stone's a little better here. That kind of strategy. Now we can take. These both don't seem great. We're going to have a lot of creatures. I guess Chrome Host Seed Shark might make the cut. Okay, I mean, we're in the right color pair, it seems. I think we take Stoic Sphinx. Okay, so we're Simic base. Didn't wheel any fetch lands. Okay, what do we have here? We have a Quantum Riddler, seems good. We have a fetch land, but that doesn't really help us. Axebane Feryx. Taval, if we wanted to really do the, Sultai thing. Tarmogoyf is big vanilla creature. Cold Steelheart for more ramp. I like taking the Quantum Riddler. I think this card's really, really quite good. And it gives us something to do on turn 2 if we don't have anything. And then we can draw into our stuff. More ramp and just play bigger, go bigger than our opponent. And that seems like a fun strategy. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and take the Quantum Riddler here. Seems pretty good. Deck's shaping up. We're shaping up. The Ashiok's kind of weird. Someone else is in the kind of 4-color nonsense space because we did not wheel that Omnath. So someone else is taking all the fetch lands and whatnot. So right now our fixing's not incredible. Ooh, there's a Nadu. I mean, we're Simic. Might as well just take Nadu. There's not really Nadu combos per se, but it's just a really good card. And then we have plenty of good wheels we can get. We can get either of these fetch lands would be good. We could get a Fresh Start, Sublime Epiphany, Thragtusk, Lessid Prowler to a lesser extent. Yeah, I mean, Nadu seems great here. So, okay, now what? I think we just got to take this Menagerie Curator. Seems perfect for the deck. It provides ramp. It provides some card draw for our, cards that are unique as far as card types go. Which we have the, Giant Scout, and then Sphinx, and then Cat Glimmer, another Sphinx. Human Shaman, Bird Wizard. I mean, we have quite a lot of, we have a diverse amount of creature types for the most part. There's also Garruk Relentless could be good. This Overgrown Tomb can help us splash the Ashiok if we decide to go that route. Yeah, I know. Menagerie Curator seems nice. We're going to have a lot of creatures. Ooh, Tameo. I do like a Tameo. It's probably the pick. Tameo seems great. We also have, say, a Primal Might or a Hard Evidence. Those are fine. Deathrite Shaman gets a little worse because we don't have fetch lands. You don't want to have to rely on your opponent to necessarily play those. So, yeah, definitely going to take the Tameo here. And we'll move on with our lives. Okay, we've got some value lands with a Hall of Storm Giants and Boseiju Who Endures. We also have this Hydrophonics Architect, so we can turn our lands into islands, and then when they enter, we draw a card, which is kind of neat. I don't hate that at all. Kitesail Larcenist is a good way to turn off anything. So what would I rather be interested in? I mean, the safe pick could be like Hall of Storm Giants or Boseiju. I think we'll take... Boseiju's good. I guess we'll just take a value land here and see what we wheel. Okay, now what do we got? So probably just Gilded Goose. Gilded Goose seems great. Just having 1-drop mana acceleration is pretty important. You also have Kaido, Meringue, River Regent. Those are fine. Repeal, not bad. Balustrade Worm is okay. Obviously fetch land, but yeah, I think Gilded Goose seems good here. All right, now we see probably just another 1-drop creature. I mean, we have an Ignoble Hierarch, so it doesn't fix for blue, but it does fix for our Ashiok if that's, something we want to pursue, and it seems like we do. There's also a Forsaken Crossroads, which could be good mana as well. I think I like taking that. Vidillion Click and Disdainful Stroke are fine, but I think taking Mana Dorks is very important here. Okay, so there's a Grenzo. It's there. I see it. It's a pretty good card, but honestly, at this point, I feel like I'd rather just take a Utopia Sprawl and just really go all in on the Mana Dork strategy, so I think we're going to do that. Okay, we wield some stuff. Tarmogoyf, Taval. Spells you guys have Delve. So we're going to cast a lot of spells. We're not really filling the graveyard that well. Probably just better to take like Italian's Throne Guard or something like that. Yeah, that seems okay. Okay, we wield Thragtusk, Fresh Start. I think taking the Thragtusk makes a little bit more sense here. More creatures, more better. This gains life, stabilizes you. And then when it leaves the battlefield, you make a 3/3. Yeah, the 5-mana 5/3 gain 5 is pretty good. And then it's not like we have Blink per se, but you can like rebuy it with the Timeless Witness. I mean, yeah, you got a bunch of stuff that you can do here. Okay, nice. We wield the Overgrown Tomb. That seems like a good, good pickup. And Hard Evidence. Hard Evidence is not bad because it fuels our Jace and whatnot. Also, it just allows the draws to keep churning. We've got a whole nother pack, so we're just going to be wanting to make some upgrades here. How are we doing? This Chromos Sea Shark is starting to look a little awkward because we only have 5 or 6 non-creatures or whatever. So, yeah. All right, Hall of the Storm Giants wield. I'm happy with that. Now we have 2 value lands. We have the Man land with the Hall of the Storm Giants. We have the... Yeah, good stuff. Okay, Kaito versus Repeal. Those are both not bad. I guess we take Repeal. We can put it in the sideboard. No more lies, last pick. Okay. Not willing Aeos fetch lands. All right. Here we have this pack. So is this a great Henge deck? I don't know necessarily. It seems to me like we're not going to really be set up well for this. We're not playing the big creatures necessarily. We're just playing a lot of good value, but not the super high power stuff. So I'm not super convinced on that. You could take a Consult the Star Charts. I got a little bit of card selection in our deck. There's also probably just like a Verdant Catacombs. It's probably like the safe pick, to be honest. And we're just not wheeling those fetch lands, so yeah, this makes the mana a lot better. I think we just take that. Okay, now we get... Okay, what do we got? We have... What is this? Cunning Azure Scale. So can sink a land or non-land, and then when it, yeah, that's okay. I think we just take an Avacyn's Pilgrim, to be honest. Just another 1-mana dork for the same reason. We can play like a lower land count. We also have Nissa, and that would be good. But yeah, take Avacyn's Pilgrim here for sure. Ooh, big Nissa, or Phyrexian Nissa rather. That's pretty good. You also have Shiko, I guess, unable to scream as interaction. The lands don't really help. Repulsive Mutation seems pretty sick. You could put X counters on a creature you control, and then counter up to one target spell unless the controller pays mana equal to the greatest power. So you need a creature on board, but I mean, theoretically, we're going to have that. So it seems pretty good to me, actually. I think we take that. Put that over here. Okay, so, ooh, I really like the Wingbane Vantasaur, to be completely honest. It's like, 5 mana removal that puts a body on the board seems pretty good. Ambassador of Avendo, whenever the land you control enters a random land. Yeah, it's card advantage. I mean, I actually really like the Wingbane Vantasaur. I'm really tempted by it. I think I'm just going to take it. I think you can wield this Ambassador of Avendo. I think that'd be good. But the Wingbane Vantasaur, I've been very impressed. Okay, I think you just got to take... Oh, that's a stock up. Misty Rainforest is just like the perfect fetch land, though. So I think we just go ahead and take that. Stock up's really nice. I mean, do we need... Who needs fixing, right? Card draw's fixing, right? I really like the Misty. I really like the stock up. You can play like a turn 2 stock up pretty easily. And we also need more 3s. Yeah, you know what? I actually think stock up's pretty good. We should take it. Oh, Grist. Oh, no, we got to take Breeding Pool. I think Breeding Pool is a little too important here. Because now our Verdant Catacombs gets an untapped blue-green land, and I think that's just too important for the deck. I mean, we could wheel Willful Haven or Grist or something, but yeah, gotta take the Breeding Pool here for sure. Now we'll take a Misty. Now I don't feel inclined to take anything else. Spirited Simulacrum's interesting, but I don't think we already have a lot of 4s. I'm just gonna take a Misty. Seems pretty good. Okay, and another Overgrown Tomb. There's also Eternal Witness, which, you play a fetch land on 1, you play your guy, and then on turn 2, you get an Eternal Witness out, and yeah, that actually seems pretty good. I think we take that. We already have an Overgrown Tomb, so you don't really need the second one. Yeah, I think Ewit seems pretty good. Pretty good. Okay, now we get, what is this, Titan? Titan of Industries, pretty good. I think we take it, to be honest. Yeah. Big top end piece. How are we doing? 27? Yeah. So what can we cut? All right, what do we wheel? We wheel some things and some stuff. Take that. Probably not playing it. So do we need Titan of Industry? It's kind of like out here. Repulsive Mutation's pretty good. I like the Quantum Riddler. Stoic Sphinx. I guess we don't need the Ashiok, and then our mana just gets so much better. Ooh, Vaultborn Tyrant. I mean, I don't think we're necessarily ramping that hard. So I think we can just go ahead and take that. Scarab God, I mean, I don't think we need to play the black, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, our mana base looks it's fairly solid. We have a blue-green land. We have a couple of value lands. We have a Triome, which doesn't help with the white or whatever, but... in the late game, you could cycle it, and then we have 2 fetch lands, which are nice. All right, take Clarion Conqueror. It's pretty good against me. All right, and then, right, the Jet Collector. So that's really good. Ooh, Willful Haven. I actually think we play that. Okay. We'll play the Overgrown Tomb. Just the Overgrown Tomb, though, for the Jet Collector. I think the Jet Collector is actually going to be pretty good here. So we can definitely get away with something along the lines of 15 lands. Why do we have... Oh, never mind. So I think we can get away with 15 lands. We go like 1, 2, and then we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blue sources, and then like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 green sources. It's okay. I think we'll be fine. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana dorks, quote unquote mana dorks. That seems pretty good. All right, Repulsive Mutation is going to be like over here. So, I mean, Enduring Curiosity seems like a great way to draw a bunch of cards. We'll have a lot of mana dorks, and then we can just like smack them, draw a bunch. I like Quantum Riddler, Thrag Tusk. Maybe we don't need the Titan of Industry. I think our top, like, we're just a good mid-range deck. I think we'll be okay. And then just one more cut. I like the, let's see, we have Wolfwillow Haven. Do I need Mind Stone? Not necessarily. I mean, it's a good way to go from 2 to 4. So it's either 1 to 3 or like 2 to 4. We have Curator to help. We have Wolfwillow Haven. I think the Jace is pretty good. I like all our ones. Maybe it is just the Mind Stone. Yeah, we have a lot of mana dorks. I think we'll be okay. I think this is pretty, like, this could be a 5-drop. I think the curve is all right. I think this deck looks pretty good. Fairly solid. Yeah, see you for the games. All right, we are on the draw for round 1 against Row, and our hand looks very strong. I'm going to go ahead and keep. We got turn 1 Tameo, turn 2 Menagerie. Eventually, we're going to work our way up to flipping Tameo, getting the Bonnie Paw. Ooh, Thragtusk, nice. All right, I think we're in the mood for more lands, so I think we're just going to go untapped island Tameo. Opponent started with a Spar's Headquarters into an island. Okay, they're kind of doing my thing. Okay, so I think we just go ahead and smack them for 0. They go to 20. We make a clue. I'm just going to get my Menagerie Curator down as well. Okay, so they're going to probably play some sort of crazy 4-drop here. Sylvan Caryatid. Okay, that's not too bad. All right. Ooh, Gilded Goose. Will I draw a card off of that? Oh, I can flip Tameo, I think. This is a bird. No. Let's see. If it doesn't share a creature type, the creature card. So we have Nadu, so that's not going to work. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we're not going to be able to flip Tameo this turn. Let's just go ahead and use this to cast a Gilded Goose. We will not draw a card because we do have another bird in the deck, but at least we're making a food token. Now we go to combat. We can attack them, make another clue. Okay. We'll play out this Misty. We'll play out the Hard Evidence. We have so many rectangles on the battlefield, which is very cool. All right, next turn we can play Bonnie Paw, and that's going to be, I think we don't have any giants or scouts in the deck necessarily, but yeah, I think we should be okay. Okay, so we're going to go Fetch Shock. Yeah, probably Fetch Shock. Might as well. You can get the black too. Yeah, I guess we get the Overgrown Tomb here. Pay 2 life. Okay, and then we're just gonna draw a card off of the clue token here. So okay, there's a breeding pool anyway. Ooh, Boseiju. Okay, let's go ahead and let's shock this in, pay 2 life, then hopefully this will just resolve. So do this. Oh, do I have a giant and or scout in the deck? What's a scout? Is it that 4-mana guy? Yeah, probably. Venser. Okay, it's pretty good. So it just gets bounced to hand. That's fine. It's not a big deal. I mean, my opponent's board is okay. I mean, you got to put the Bonnie Paw back in my hand, right? That just seems pretty good. Right? You have to. If you bounce the Tameo, yeah. Okay. We're just going to attack, make a clue. Okay. A lot of clues. Not a lot of flipping of the Tameo, but that's fine. Opponent's gonna probably pass. Yep, that makes sense. Ooh, Stoic Sphinx. Okay, wow. We have another Sphinx in the deck too, right? Right? Oh yeah, we have the Quantum Riddler. Man, okay, maybe the Menagerie Curator's not drawing us that many cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We play this at 6. I mean, I think we go for it again. I guess I could just like hold up the Stoic Sphinx. Yeah, that's probably better. I think we're just running into a counter spell, right? If we do it again, we're just going to continue to make clues. Feeling good, no need to risk. Opponent's not really doing anything of note. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Brain Surge, yeah, that's fine. You can do that. I mean, it's good card selection for sure. Opponent's going to untap with quite a lot of mana, but, you know, maybe they are scared of my interaction. Or at least they have to consider that I have something. Okay, and then we're just going to go Stoic Sphinx, and that's pretty good. You know, then we could just, like, we could just play control, essentially. Like, opponent doesn't know we have nothing, right, as far as instant speed goes, but we do have some stuff in the deck that we could draw. And then as long as we're not tapping out, it seems reasonable. Okay, opponent's still thinking on end step. Okay, they're not cracking that Mind Stone. They must have something crazy. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana? So, could be something good. Could be something good. Sutina, Speaker of the Tajuru. 2/2, search library for a basic. Put on the battlefield whenever attacks. Sure, that's fine. You can have that. Okay. Here comes the Sutina. What basic are they getting? I imagine a forest if I had to guess. Opponent's in the tank here for sure. Still feeling good about my position. Okay. Let's play Stoic Sphinx. You have a counter spell. If you have a counter spell, I'm okay with it. Mana Leak gets me. Fine. I mean, I just draw a card. Don't think I'm not in the mood for more mana necessarily. I would rather, I think, just draw lands naturally. So, and I have so many clues, I should, use them. Opponent's thinking here on end step, because this is going to be a real problem for them if they let it resolve and let me untap. Okay. Does not have hexproof. I mean, we are going to just crack a clue here, so we're letting the shields down on this specific phase. Ooh, perfect. Now I don't even have to, that's really nice. Now I just don't have to ever tap out, right? That's pretty good. So we're going to go to combat here. We are going to go bam, bam. And then we're just going to have that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I think we're just going to, I don't see any reason. Like, we don't have to change our play patterns whatsoever. We have this Talion's Throne Guard here. Stoic Sphinx is just continuously hexproof. This is a 3-turn clock on the opponent. The Knight of Ronas, I just don't care. It just doesn't do anything. I'm going to counter, quote unquote, counter their, pamp here, not the ramp. All right. So, attacking. Oh, right, because they get to do that. Sure. You get to sack a land. You get to put a counter on something, or return to hand, rather. Put the counter on itself. I mean, okay. I'm not really worried whatsoever. I think I just take 3. Okay, play land again. 4, 5, 6. There's got to be some kind of humongous payoff. I'm down to just if anything, I can just draw 3 cards end of turn, and then flip Tamiyo, and that seems good to me. All right, let's crack a clue. Draw a magic card. Okay, not bad. We're going to crack a clue. Draw another magic card. Nice. And then we're going to... This is going to flip Tamiyo if this works. Okay. Now, do we... Nice. Perfect. All right, go to our turn. Okay. Solid. Very solid. Let's uptick this Tamiyo before we, do anything. Let's just, smack him for 5. I don't really, again, I don't really see any reason to do anything weird here. Okay. Although I do kind of want to play some spells. So the Stoic Sphinx is going to be exposed for just a little bit. But I think we're okay here. Let's start with a Utopia Sprawl enchanting this forest here. And then we can use that to add just probably green. So now we can play an Elvish Mystic, draw a card because we don't have any more Elf Druids in the deck. Okay, nice. Let's use this for blue. Let's cast an Agent of Rafine. And then I feel comfortable just kind of holding up my mana and whatnot. Ooh, dismiss, counter, draw. I think I'm fine with that. You can have that. All right, cool. I think we will just play this tapped for more mana, and then honestly, I think we're okay here. We're very close to seeing a humongous Fanatic of Ronas activation. They can attack with this Sultina, turn it into a 4/4, and then I don't know. I could not tell you what is going to come. Time Warp. Okay, I don't like that. So they are going to go, let's see, 1, 2. The problem is they're going to attack with the Fanatic of Rona. Actually, never mind. Yeah, let's Talion of Throne Guard this thing. I mean, we'll try. Oh, I can Ooh, wait a minute. Oh, I can bargain. Bargain seems great. Yeah, let's do that. Let's bargain away the crap. Let's see if this resolves. See if they have like a counter spell here. Seems like they might. Yeah, mana leak. Ugh, gross. All right. Okay, well, that'll do it. So they're going to Time Warp, but I mean, I don't think I'm dead yet. Not necessarily. Okay, here comes the Sultina. Okay, they're just going to attack me. Oh boy, this Fanatic of Ronas is going to be huge. So I think we run into problems if the opponent finds like an Eternal Witness or something that buys stuff back from the graveyard. That's when we start to run into trouble. Oh, right. Let's see. The Tameo is going to reduce the cost on this. I think we could take this turn, block on the following turn, I think. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Timeless Witness. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Now they're just gonna take all the turns. I'm pretty cooked here, I think. Clearly, opponent's just gonna try to like chain spells together. The Tameo's not stopping the onslaught. I only have a couple blockers. I probably lose here. Yeah, I think I just die because the Sultina gets in twice now. Yeah, they take another turn. Uro. Ugh. Wait. Oh, they can. Yeah, they just like escape Uro here because they have a billion cards. Wait, never mind. Not quite. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, never mind. They can do it. They 100% can escape Uro this turn. They get an extra turn now. Yeah. It's rough. I don't think I can live. Let's see. Block. Yeah, the Tameo's not reducing their stuff. Yep. Yeah, they can draw. They can Uro again. Opponent's deck is basically mine, but better. Because they're doing all the fantastic time warp looping nonsense, and that's kind of what I want to do, to be honest. Okay, so I basically have to ensure that my opponent does not get to this state. I feel like for the benefit of everyone's time, I'm just going to concede. I don't think there's a world in which I win that game. Okay, so what do we want to do? I mean, going more mana, more better could be an option, especially because we're on the play. So maybe we cut the Jet Collector for the Mind Stone, and then we cut an Overgrown Tomb just for a basic forest, and I think that's going to be a little bit better. Alternatively, you could just like play Ashiok. It's not too bad. I think we're going to be okay as is. Yeah, I think we're okay here. All right. I mean, seems good to me. A little land light, but I think we'll be okay. We'll just start with a Elvish Mystic. Then next turn we can go Hall of the Storm Giants, Agent of Fiend, or we can hold up a counter spell. I don't think so. I think we'll be okay. I think we're just gonna smack for 1 damage, and then I'm gonna go that. Agent of Fiend down. We need to draw lands pretty badly, though. So, yeah. All right, let's see what we got here from the opponent. I mean, this Agent of Fiend is great. Like, that can help us draw lands. Okay, they're just going to do some rampy stuff. Land was nice. Land was great. I think we just play land pass. And we're just going to... Yeah, so the move here is we counter something, or we actually, it might be better to like Talion's Throne Guard and then okay. Uro. I don't like that. I mean, we just bounce it to hand. That makes sense. Yeah, we'll do that. I also like getting the threat on the board. That seems good. Okay, pay 2, and then we just Talion's Throne Guard. And we can bounce it back to hand. Bounce. Cool. And then kind of tempo them hard. Ooh, Utopia Sprawl. All right. Well, I think we do this. We can Utopia Sprawl onto this breeding pool. We can just add more green, I think. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's like, it's the same here. Okay, attack for 4. Once again, we are just going to hold up our counter spell. If anything, we can go Agent of Fiend as well as Repulsive Mutation. Okay, this is going to be the Uro. I think this time we just let it resolve. Especially because opponent could just have a, something else that's a little bit, stronger. Okay. What do we got? Okay, Fanatic of Ronas. Honestly, I think I'm okay with that. I think I'm going to actually do this. I'm going to steal off their deck because we steal a Mana Leak. Oh, Eternal Wind's not bad. That's fine. You can have your Fanatic of Ronas. We are just going to be holding up this Repulsive Mutation for dear life, I think. Okay. Big draw step, Heart Evidence. Okay. I think I like guaranteeing the land drop with Eternal Witness here. Alternatively... Oh, wait a minute. Okay, let's think about this. So, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You could play Nissa. And then we get got by like Spell Pierce, which would kind of suck. But then you can untap the breeding pool, Eternal Witness, get back the Verdant. But then you're not holding up the counter spell, which I think is kind of critical. So I think we're just going to go for like green, blue, grab the Verdant, or no, green. Let's just do this. Go Eternal Witness. Get back Verdant. Play Verdant. Okay. Now we just smack them for 4. I might as well just... Nah, I'm just going to wait. It's okay. So we have this Repulsive Mutation up, and it's basically like a giant... Look, it could just be a big Mana Leak, right? right? Basically counter something unless they pay 5, because you put like 1 counter on the throne guard. That would be pretty good. So opponent's also pretty far from getting this Uro down. This Fanatic of Ronas is not currently adding too much mana, but they do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 currently. So yeah. All right, we'll see what's going to go on here. All right, are they just passing the turn? Okay. All right. All good. Let's steal off the top. Maybe they have something here on end step that they want to do. Ooh, no more lies. Okay. Opponent's playing some counter magic. Now I have the counter magic. I'm just going to get the tap land. I don't really want to draw that. Okay. Wolfwillow Haven. Enchant land as an additional green. Okay. Now I'm not a big fan of, you know, tapping out for Nissa here. I'd much rather, like, we could try to just go Wolfwillow Haven on the breeding pool, perhaps. I think we'll start with punchies. Smack them for 4. Okay, smack for 4. See what you got. Cunning Azure Scale. When this creature enters secretly, choose land or non-land. I mean, I think we just normalize that. Yeah. Okay. So now do that. Okay. Cool. That worked out well. So if I Wolfwillow Haven onto, say, like tap that, and then we can have Repulsive Mutation up for like 1, 2, 3. So counter unless you pay 5. Yeah, that seems pretty good. So Wolfwillow Haven onto this Seiju, and then we're just big chillin'. We can hold up 1, 2, 3. Yeah, Repulsive Mutation for X is 1. But really, it's like counter unless you pay 5, because I intend to put the counter on the Talion's Throne Guard. That's an Ugin. Oh my goodness. Okay. Whoa. Countering the Agent of Rafine. That's wild to me. But, like, I mean, yeah. Okay. Anyway. So, yeah, let's do this. So we'll do it for X is 1. Yeah, X is 1. Put the counter here. No! Oh my god, I didn't counter it. I remember making this mistake in limited too. Oh my god, devastating. Oh, crap. Yeah, because you have to like target the spell. You have to put the Okay. It's okay. We're gonna be fine. Okay. So, I mean, look, they're tapped out effectively. So we might just be able to kill them? Question mark? Let's find out. How much mana do we have? This Fanatic of Ronas is very annoying. Okay. So we have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So what we could do is 1, 2, 3, like 4, 5. Do that. Untap the. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We could Wing-Bling Vanissar. 5, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Smack. Yeah. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Wait, I think we actually. Hold on. Can we kill them? Can we kill them? I think the answer might be yes. God. It's so dumb. I shouldn't be in this situation. They should not be at 12. They should 100% be dead. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. What does this do? For the plus some counter. Alright. We're not going to kill them this turn. Dang it. Very unfortunate. Okay. Nissa. Do this. And then do that. Okay. Wingbane, Vanissar, bam. And then we're going to get Savage Stomp. Okay, we're going to go Savage Stomp. Here and here. They can tap for mana. Bam. Okay, that is dead. We are gonna do this. Untap, the breeding pool. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. We're gonna go to punchies. And then I think we just kind of have to fire them all off at Eugene here. So unfortunate. Okay. Now we hard evidence. And then we have 2 mana left over. We can draw a magic card. And all right, our board is big. I mean, good luck. There's definitely a world where we lose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they can't like rebuy Ugin. Okay, they can time warp, but that's kind of all they can do. Okay. It's just basically draw a card for free. Play an extra land drop. Can they rebuy? I mean, there's a chance they could like chain some spells together and take some extra turns. Otherwise, they just lose. Obviously, the game's like 100% over if we just... Oh, jeez. 1, 2, 3. Yep. Buy back the time warp. Yeah. All right. They're doing it. They're chaining the turns together. Man, I haven't made that mistake in Murders at Karlov Manor Limited. Is it Karlov? Yeah. Where... Whatever. No, it's okay. It's okay. We're doing okay. Emrakul. All right, let's see what they can do. Let's see how badly they can hurt me. Like, honestly, I don't think we're... I don't know. It doesn't seem too bad. They can't screw me over that hard, I think. I get an extra turn. We'll see. We'll see how badly they can screw me up. I mean, they can suicide they can suicide several of my creatures. Only 2 of them though. I might be okay. We'll see. We'll see how badly my opponent can mess me up. Yeah, Emrakul's annoying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Shoot, man. Can't believe it. All right. Just going to do... Sure, they're going to do that. And then suicide that into the Emrakul. Okay, why are they swinging out? I was going to say, that doesn't seem great. Okay, Hall of Storm Giant's going to get in there. I mean, do they want to... Well, whatever. I am not my opponent's mom. They can do what they want. Sure, the Elvish Mystic. Yeah, and then they block. Okay. I mean, we're still okay, I think. Can I kill them? That's the question, right? They have 2 blockers. They can block the biggest boys. They take 3, 6, 7, 8. We go to 13. They're going to do a bunch of stuff. Oh, my God. Okay. Well, I think I have to present something. So, yeah. We can go, like, Thragtusk, I guess. Land, Thragtusk, gain life. I mean, that's a lot of life. Menagerie, put 3 counters on something, I guess. This forest, I suppose. And then I think we just kind of smack them with everything, and then they can decide what they want to do here. I can also, right? Instant speed, I can do this. Make a 2/2. Yeah. Doesn't have to be sorcery speed, just has to be during my turn. So, yeah, basically I get to do this for free, which is nice. And then they don't die. They go to 2. Opponent can smack me for 13. If they can buy back the time warp, we lose. But if they don't buy back the time warp, we win. unless they have a board wipe, which I kind of doubt. We'll see. They can present another blocker, right? Yeah. They have 5 cards available, but then they're losing their Time Warp. Look, if they can buy back Time Warp, they just win. So they should not slow roll me here. Hopefully this just means that, you know, we're okay. Okay. Opponent goes Uro. So their Time Warp's gone, which is very nice. So at least I don't have to worry about that. They're at it's not even that healthy of a life total. I mean, Nissa's going to make another attacker. We have like 7 attackers basically. So, yeah, I'm not too worried. I think we're okay. Opponent's really in the tank here. Opponent is in the tank. We will use the power of editing to come back. Okay, Gold Vein Hydra, that is another blocker. Ooh, Quantum Riddler. That's pretty good, actually. So I think we can just, like, warp that in, right? Might as well. We can draw extra cards. So we can warp Quantum Riddler, you know, just in case we want to, like, we draw some interaction, right? Oh, my. Jeez. All right. Untap. Go to combat, attack with everything. Yeah, that's a lot of power. A lot of power. They can block the 3 biggest boys, and they take more than lethal. But they have 2 mana up, so it could be anything. Do they have like ephemerate? Oh god, if they have like okay, they die. Whew. All right, never punished. Definitely got to be careful with the repulsive mutation, but obviously very, very good there. I want normalize? Nah, I don't think that's necessary. I can just take my own. I can take my opponent's normalize with the Agent of Rafine. Okay. The Cunning Azure Scale is okay, so we could play it like instant speed, but I don't think that's necessary. I think we just have to try to kill them fast, so we need to keep the nice, strong, fast hand. And luckily we do have some interaction, but opponent has quite a lot of counter magic. So that repulsive mutation has got to pull a lot of weight. And, you know, if we don't screw it up, if we don't screw that up against the Ugin or whatever, we completely win the game instead of having to stress about it. Okay, this looks pretty good. I think we keep. I mean, there's no 3, which is unfortunate. Ooh, hard evidence. Okay, so we're just going to go Utopia Sprawl. Actually, I could, like, fetch Shock. No, I think that's okay. We're just going to go Utopia Sprawl, bam, and then name blue for that. So now this is a dual, producing 2 lands. Okay, opponent goes Forest, which is good because now they're not holding up like a Normalize or something. Cold Steel Hard. Yeah, that's pretty good. I can Beseiju that. That doesn't sound very good, actually. Okay, so we can't do it this turn. We can go... So we go Hard Evidence. Wait, what is this? It's on blue? Yeah, we'll go Hard Evidence here. And then we'll play this land, and we'll just immediately crack. That way we are able to, use up our mana. There's a breeding pool, so it's going to be really obvious when we, shock pass. Because now that we've drawn the breeding pool, now the Verdant Catacombs does not get blue untapped. So you kind of have to do that. It's a little unfortunate. Opponent is setting up. Opponent's setting up here. Fanatic of Ronas, oh boy. All right, Bonnie Paul. All right, yeah, just the casual shock pass. Never meant anything. On what, blue? Okay, opponent has a tri-land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Opponent has 5 mana up. They notably don't have Normalize because there's no white mana currently. So that's good. What do I want to do here? Do I let this happen? Or do I bounce back to hand? Because we're going to go, Enduring. I could just, let this happen, right? I could let this happen. Enduring Curiosity, attack, smack, and then we're just holding up, Italian's Throne Guard for the following turn. I think that's better than what I... Oh, no, wait. Then the Fanatic of Ronas. No, I think we have to... Yeah, okay. Cool. We're going to do that. And then we're going to bargain because this does absolutely nothing. Yeah. Okay, cool. Right, because if the Uro comes down, then they have a 6-power guy. Make sure to target the correct thing. So yeah, Uro goes back to hand. Yeah, I was not thinking about that. Ooh, Quantum Riddler. Okay, so I just don't have to do anything here. So Verdant comes down, and then we smack for 4. Okay, cool. Not bad. I mean, I at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, I could just play Quantum Riddler, but I'd rather just hold up my mana. I don't think I have to do anything in particular here. I also want another blue source, so I'm just gonna get the Triumph tapped. Okay. So this Fanatic of Ronas is kind of annoying in combination with the Uro, but now the Uro costs 5, so they kind of have to tap out. All right. I assume some sort of counter spell. Interesting. Oh, I was gonna say, not the attack. Okay, going to my turn. Okay, so I think we're just gonna go for the Stoic Sphinx, and then they can counter this, and that's okay. I think I'm okay with that. Dismiss. Yeah, that's fine. At least they spend all their mana. Okay, and then we'll fetch up a blue source. Now I could just play Bonnie Paul. Bonnie Paul's kind of sick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I could play Bonnie Paul. Alternatively, I could go Avacyn's Pilgrim, Quantum Riddler. I think getting the Bonnie Paul down is just really strong. Okay, so let's go that. And then I don't think they can counter this. They specifically do not have No More Lies, and they've already used this guy. Yeah. I think we take this opportunity to try to land a Bonnie Paul. Okay, sweet. Now we get the guy, 2 bodies on the board, smack them. We got to just try to add to the board presence. Malcolm. Ugh, gross. Oh my god, I forgot you could put lands on the graveyard. It's gross. Yeah. Amazing. Sure, that happens. Okay. And then we'll just play an Avacyn's Pilgrim. Not bad at all. Okay, cool. And then the more we, the more we do that, the bigger our board presence gets, and we just gotta try to kill them before they do Emrakul nonsense. So right now they have 3 land card types, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They're actually very close to Emrakuling me, and that is terrifying. And that's just pretty good. So not a fan of that. But on our turn, we're going to have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. So we could do something along the lines of Nadu, Quantum. If we just go wide enough, then even if they Emrakul, it's not the end of the world. Because then we're going to draw cards off Bonnie Paul. I think we're okay. I think the, the Talon making this cost 5 was pretty good. Because if this is just... Okay, what are we doing? What are we doing here? Is it just going to be Uro? Okay, it's just Uro. It's just Uro. It's just an Uro. Uro can't hurt you. They're going to add 4 mana, which... Okay. What we expected. What we expected. So now they have 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Oh, it perpetual. Oh, even from the graveyard. Nice. Okay, here comes Venser. I imagine just Bo dies. Yeah, no, that's fine. Okay. Ooh, oh my goodness. Oh, that's really good. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's begin the shenanigans. And they're like effectively tapped out. So we just max out this turn. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Play Nissa. Now we have like so much mana to play with. 2, 4, 6. We can also get back the Verdant Catacombs. Oh my goodness. We have so much mana that we can do here. So I think we just go like untap this guy. That seems great. So yeah, we'll do that. Untap the boy. We can go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold on. 2, 4. We have to add blue. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Why is this hard? All right, we're just gonna go blue, blue. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Enduring Curiosity. And then go to combat, smack them. We're gonna draw. Oh, nice. Okay, get the Verdant. Okay. We're gonna block. We're gonna draw more cards, which I like. And then Enduring Curiosity. We draw again. Ooh, Thragtusk. All right, we're gonna do this. We're gonna grab another Forest. We have 2, 4, 6, 7 mana to play with here, so we can just go like, we can go stock up. We only have 1 blue source though. Can find a land. Guess we could go Quantum Riddler and then Thragtusk. That's probably fine. Quantum Riddler, Thragtusk, seems fine to me. Tameo. All right. I think that's fine. Now they need like board wipe or something. It just gets like kind of ridiculous. There might have been a more optimal line there, but that is neither here nor there. Opponent needs to do something crazy here. I mean, even Emrakul does not seem amazing. They'd have to go like Time Warp, Emrakul, something along those lines. Yeah, I'm feeling fairly fine. Fairly fine here. Okay, Uro coming down. Yeah. They have access to like what, 5 mana? I don't really see them getting out of this. We're drawing so many cards. Feels fairly. I just have to worry we don't deck ourselves. I think we'll be fine. We're not drawing that much. Okay, Sultina. All right, I think we're pretty much good here. So I could start with like stock up, I guess. Yeah, so stock up, and then we can get. Oh my goodness. Sure, get these, I guess. And then we go 1, 2, get the Wingbane Venusaur, get the thingy. We can get Savage Stomp, and then we do that. Kill a blocker. I don't think they're like dead, but they're very close. We could play Nadu, I suppose. Do that. Then we go untap on Breeding Pool. And then smack them with everything. And then do that. We'll play out that guy. We're doing great here. It's not lethal. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, it is lethal, I think. Or are we 1 short? 1 short. Okay. I'm drawing lots of cards. Oh, perfect. Now we just hold up Repulsive Mutation. Yeah, I think we're pretty good here. We'll just play. Let's fetch in case we don't have anything. Get a forest. We just play that and pass. I mean, we don't have to do anything. We are just completely fine here. Okay, we're just holding up Repulsive Mutation. We can counter anything, and then we're good to go. Even if it's Emrakul, not a problem. I don't think they can like. Oh wait, if it's Emrakul, actually, we might lose because they can just make me draw a billion cards. I think. I feel like opponent can figure out how to deck me. Ugh. Don't like that. Don't like that at all. Also possible they just target my things a bunch of times and then I lose. Well, we'll see. We'll see what's going on here. The Nadu actually might be a liability. We could definitely counter, for sure. Okay, Nantuko Silencer. Do I care? What can they get back? Oh. Okay. That doesn't really matter too much. What do I have at my graveyard? Nothing crazy. Okay, stock up. I mean, yeah, I just counter this stock up and then it's just like over, right? 4. Okay, stock up. Honestly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They can't even Emrakul me, so I don't think I don't need to counter this. I can just counter whatever they find that can somehow get them back into the game. Should be completely fine here. If anything, I just have like infinite resources that I can do. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana from the 7 mana that my opponent can do. Their Emrakul is not live. Emrakul is like the only thing I can think of that actually like gets them out of the situation. Okay, yeah, they're just gonna do that. That's fine. Yeah, okay. All right, opponent's dead. All right, cool. Very interesting match 1. All right, we're here for match 2 against Chio Dunn 25. We'll go first, and it looks fine. We got ramp, we got stock up. What more could you want? So no turn 1 mana dork, but that's okay. So we'll go forest to start, and then we'll go Hall of Storm Giants, Wolf Willow Haven. Okay. Wolf Willow Haven on probably just the forest, so that way the forest taps for more green. And then we have the guaranteed land drop, but it's not a blue, so hoping for that. Opponent goes turn 2 Overlord, and wow, the whiff. They can get Planeswalkers. Never mind. Okay, we're going to go for stock up here. Just try to find, there we go, blue source. So blue, and then I guess we just get Nadu. I think that makes some amount of sense. Play island. Next turn, I can go Nissa, untap something. Okay, Forsaken Miner from opponent. What are we going to do next? Okay, they could have Kill Spell. Breeding Pool is a good draw. 2, 3, 4, 5. So could just play this tapped, flash in a thing. Or Nissa, untap, smack for 3, but then you can't cast anything else. Nissa sets up well for the following turn, though. You just get to go like completely insane, but they could have Kill Spell for that. So the safe play is to go like Enduring Curiosity or Sphinx on their turn. Or just like Thrag Tusk. Then if they kill it, I get 3/3. It's only get punished if it specifically kills a Planeswalker. I think I'm fine just playing at instant speed here. And then I can flash in one of these and we'll be fine. Probably Enduring Curiosity so I can draw more. Then on the next turn we can like Nissa play Nadu or something. This is kind of annoying though, because then eventually we're gonna have to sack 2 creatures. But hopefully I can just draw enough, or I play like Thragtusk and then we just get enough value. It's also not doing anything. Alright. Alright, I'm willing to do this now, and then opponent can use counterspell, or not counterspell, but a kill spell on it. That's fine. Yep. Okay, there's removal. That's fine. At least it comes back. Now next turn, I'm pretty sure we just like Nissa, untap land, play Nadu, and then that's pretty good. Alright, there's another land, so we'll go land here. Now we have to do this properly. So you can go 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so 2, 3, 4, 5. Go Nissa. Opponent has something here. Alright, we'll untap just this forest, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Let's attack for 3. Okay, perfect. We draw a card with Enduring Curiosity, and then we just play Nadu, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. Unless we draw something. Ooh, Wingbane Vandasar. Probably just Nadu. Because opponent's going to have a lot of, you know, removal spells and interactions, so now I just get to draw off of them. Feels like we're taking over the game. I mean, eventually they're going to land this Lily, but by then we're going to have such a big board state. I'm not particularly worried. We're drawing cards with Enduring Curiosity. We have a pretty good hold on the game right now, so I'm not too concerned. Even this Overlord of the Baelmerk's not really giving my opponent as much value as my current board has. Also, we untap and we make 50 billion mana, and we can do all the things. Like, let's count. So we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, potentially like 14. Seems pretty good. All right, cool. Seems like we're in a good spot. So I could animate this Hall of the Storm Giants and just try to close the game. How much mana would that cost? 3, 4, 5, 6. Nah, we don't need it. Wait, 3, 4, 5, 6. Animate, attack, and then I can go land on another thing. This can't block. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I think that's just lethal. Yeah, let's just do that. So we do this. Opponent could have like removal spell, but then we draw a card, and that's completely fine. Perforator Crocodile. Does this do anything on a cycle? No. That's fine. Okay, let's get a forest. Then we will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Animate this. Okay, and then we will go untap the one of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sure, we'll untap this forest with the Wolf Willow Haven on it, and then we attack for lethal. See if they have removal here. It's riveting content. Okay, so Caustic Exhale targeting this forest. So we get to trigger the Nadu ability. Okay, Ignoble Hierarch. I mean, we'll just tap this for mana. Okay, that's fine. It can die. 7, 8, 9, 10. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. All right, that's okay. We'll just go to attacks. And then we hit for a billion. Go to 2. I draw 3 cards. We're doing great thing. Ooh, Boseiju. Bonnie Paul. Yeah, this all seems great. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana now. Have we played? We've played land for turn. So could just go like Wingbane Venusaur, kill the Overlord or something. Or actually just playing a bunch of mana dorks makes sense to me. So we'll just go Ignoble. We'll go Gilded Goose. And 1, 2, 3. And go Hard Evidence. Crack the Clue. That's fine. All right. Good luck, opponent. So even if opponent has a board wipe, we just Nissa. So I feel pretty in control here. Now the Lily doesn't even like do anything because we just sack, you know, Ignoble and a crab or something. And then opponent gets smacked to death. Also, opponent's mono black. See, why be monocolored when you can just splash all the good cards? Yeah, no, it's over. It is over. On to game 2 for this one. Okay, as said earlier, I will sack Crab and Ignoble. They draw 1 card and they die. Okay, so let's not play with our food too much. Just do this and smack them for a billion. And then, of course, we tell our opponent good game. All right, cool. Very, very exciting. Okay, for sideboarding, I don't really think there's too much I want to do. They're going to play a lot of removal spells, so I could bring... Oh, yeah, I cut the Jet Collector and just putting this Azure Scale, but this is the card advantage that we need. We don't have to splash black, so I think we're fine as is. So we'll just run it back. All right, this hand looks great, so we'll go ahead and keep. Turn 1, we'll just get a Breeding Pool, Utopia Sprawl onto it. And then next turn we can play Jace, and then... Okay, so turn 1. My opponent has given me the play, which is wonderful. I will do that, and then we already have double blue, so I'm just going to give this green. Next turn... All right, so... I think here in this spot... I mean, they're going to use removal for sure. It's definitely one of these. Which would I rather have them kill? Menagerie Curator can only cast for creatures, so these guys... I think Jace makes a little bit more sense here. We could try to just draw lands more naturally with Jace, and the opponent has a lot of removal spells because they're mono black. So I'd rather them waste their removal on Jace, and then I can get the Curator down. Wow, opponent's cycling a Crocodile. Oh my god, they missed land drop. Okay, so let's try to hit a land. Uh-oh. Well, we can Quantum... It's probably better just to play the Curator. What do I want to discard here? It's either like probably one of these 4s. Probably just the Sphinx. All right. Let's just guarantee that we can hit land 4 here. You could have tried to go like Quantum Riddler Warp to hit the land, but we're only running, what, 13 more lands in the deck, so it's a little low chance. Opponent like missed land drops, so now either if it's they kill one of these. Nope, that's an irrelevant creature. Okay, so let's try to draw. I would still like to draw land. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. We could just discard, I think, Elvish Mystic or Thragtusk at this point. I think Thragtusk blows the game wide open, so we'll do that. And then I know we don't have any more Cat Glimmers in the deck, so I could just like do that, draw a card with Curator, and then maybe hopefully hit a land. Okay, and a land, nice. Right. Opponent seems, I mean, next turn we're just going to smack them with the Curiosity and draw a bunch of cards, and then, okay, Monoist Gravliner. So when a creature stations this, they gain Death Touch and Lifelink. Opponent definitely could have stationed this first and then played the land, and then therefore these things would have dealt damage, and then they gain life. Okay, this card's pretty sweet, but at least the cards are tapped. Oh, now we're just holding up a counter spell. How many cards do we have? I mean, let's just draw a card at least. Do I want to tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? I cannot cast Nissa. Let's just attack for just the one. I want the mana for sure. I draw 1 card. Okay, nice. I don't think I have Goblin Shamans, so I think we can draw off of this. Nope, apparently I have a Shaman in the deck. That's the one thing about Menagerie Curator. You always forget all the creature types that you have. I think I'm going to just draw off of Jace. Stock up. Stock up really helps to find land drops. At this point, do I even need Nissa? What do I want to get rid of? I could get rid of Riddler. I could see that. I think I already have enough cards. All right, let's just go ahead and I could stock up to try to find lands. And then we're still holding up Repulsive Mutation if we do that. Now let's go to the opponent's turn. Okay, Bastion of Remembrance. They make a 1/1, and then it could just counter this, or just Throne Guard. I like Throne Guard. We can bargain away. No, we'd have to bargain away the Utopia Sprawl. So nah, that's okay. We're just gonna cast it normally. All right. As I said earlier, now opponent's life linking with these things, but I mean, we're just smacking in the air for 4. Okay, Spectacle of Destruction. So when creatures die, you get a wreck counter, and then you get to seek. I don't know. It doesn't seem amazing here. Are they just going to... They can't possibly continue to station this. They need to hold these back as blockers, I think. We can flip Jace next turn. I mean, we got so many good things we can do here. Oh, Wingbane Vantasaur. All right, that's going to be a little rough, though. We can always naturalize away the Monoist Gravliner. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, kind of 6 mana to work with. Let's just start with Jace activation, so that way we can... Okay. Honestly, we can just get rid of stock up. We're going to, like, Nissa... And then we can always Jace later. Okay, so we'll do that. Let's go Nissa. Untap this breeding pool. We have 3/4 mana we can play with. These have Death Touch, which is annoying. I guess I could just start by smacking them for 4 in the air. 5 in the air with the Exalted. Okay. Draw a card. There's a Tamiyo. That's nice. I think we play this tapped as a land. We could just hold up Repulsive Mutation, to be honest. And then we can just give one of these minus whatever. Yeah, I see no reason. Oh, actually, never mind. We can do this for blue, cast the Tamiyo. And then we're still holding up Repulsive Mutation for X's 1. So, yeah, feel pretty good about my position here. We have 2 active Planeswalkers. We have like 6 creatures. Counterspell in hand. All my lands are swamps. Everything's great. Okay, a couple landfall triggers here. And then they try to cast a spell. We basically like super mana leak them, put the counter here. Carsey Revenant. They can put the counter. That's fine. Sure. Let's just do it for 1. Put it on the Throne Guard. Okay, whoa. We're not making the same mistake again. Almost made the same mistake as the last match. There we go. Now the Carsey Revenant is gone. Perfect. So now what the opponent's going to do is probably Carsey Revenant onto this little boy, and then we go bam, bam, and then it's less than 0 power. So feel pretty good about the situation. We're probably going to flip Tamiyo next turn with the Enduring Curiosity triggers. Okay, Bastion of Remembrance. Yeah, we should be fine here. So let's see. Do we have the real question is, do we have lethal on our opponent? Well, certainly if they're going to tap their blockers like that. All right, what do we have in... Okay, we can just buy back stock up. That doesn't seem great. Okay, hard evidence. All right. So what can we do here? Is there a pathway to lethal? Probably starting with... We can always Jace, do that, and then Wingblade Vandasar, fight, kill something, and then... I don't know if it's lethal. Let's just find out together. So let's start by uptaking Jace on this. Then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we go, wait. Let's hold full control so we do this properly. So 1, 2, there we go. I get to draw a card. Drew a land, which is nice. Okay. Now I get Savage Stomp. Savage Stomp here. All right. And then we go land. Untap here. And then we just attack with everything. Do that. All right. I don't think opponent is dead here, but we're flipping Tamiyo, so we're in a pretty decent spot. Okay, they're going to block the card that comes back. I'm okay with that. Okay, opponent is not... We are drawing 5 cards off of Enduring Curiosity. Seems pretty good. All right. And then we still have like, what, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana to play with. I think we've already played a land. All right. Uptick Tamiyo. Now we have 3 active Planeswalkers. We can just like play Hard Evidence, play Thragtusk, I guess. I don't see how the opponent ever really, reasonably comes back from this. Gain 5 life, and then I'll just pass the turn. All right. Good luck, opponent. You have a board wipe? You have a board wipe and then you just die to my planeswalkers? We can always rebuy Repulsive Mutation just in case with either Tameo or Jace, just to make sure we don't die to something weird on, you know, our next turn, but I think we got this one. Overlord of the Baelmerk, full cost. Yep. Think opponent is 100% dead on the next turn. Okay, opponent's getting back their Lizard and does perpetually have lifelink and death touch. I just don't really think this is good enough here to survive. Okay, they're gonna ping me for 1. We can also trigger this Forsaken Miner. I don't know how relevant that is. Okay, I just have to make sure I don't deck myself, but should be okay. I should be okay here. I don't even need to draw cards. We pretty much have everything that we need. All right, let's start with... we could uptick here. Let's use Tameo to get back either Savage Stomp or Repulsive Mutation. We just have guaranteed lethal on them, right? They only have 2 life linkers. It feels lethal, so I'm pretty sure we just get back Repulsive Mutation just in case they have something. We can add blue, I suppose, and then we'll do this. Untap here. Play this. We can Jace onto one of the life linkers so that way they can't gain life. Might as well put Wolf Willow Haven down and then go to combat. I mean, don't see how opponent really gets out of this one, so we can attack with everything that can. And then good luck, basically. Okay, I currently see myself not needing to do anything for this to be lethal, so no need to blink first, and that was a really, really convincing match. So on to the finals. All right, we're here at the finals against Hades 789, and we will go first. And our hand looks, honestly, it looks a little weak. We have Eternal Witness and Timeless Witness, but nothing to get back. Wingbane Manosaur is good, but this just has no ramp. I think we can do better. Okay, this has perfect. This hand's great. Oh my goodness. Because now we can go Gilded Goose into Nadu, and then we also have like Curator Sphinx. I mean, this hand's awesome. So we'll keep this. I think we could put back... I think I like having all 3 of these lands. I think we put back the Stoic Sphinx, to be honest. All right, we can start off with Gilded Goose, and then I imagine we are just gonna play Nadu turn 2, and then hopefully that's good enough. Opponent's going to bolt the bird, though. They're going to bolt our thing. That is fine. We will play Menagerie Curator. Hopefully, opponent does not have an answer for that. But, you know, even if they do, just play Nadu. It's okay. Whoa, Grixis? Thoughtseize. Oh, my goodness. There goes Nadu. Oh, stock up off the top. Very nice. All right, stock up. Get Quantum Riddler and... 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we should be fine on lands, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, just to be on the safe side, I should probably get... Yeah, let's just get the island. It's fine. And then we'll attack for 1. Now, next turn, we can just play land, play Quantum Riddler. Opponent's going Reckless Stormseeker here. All right. I could warp out the Riddler, but I think it makes a little bit more sense to just play it out. It's also a decent body, good at blocking. Okay. So Reckless Stormseeker can give other creatures +1/+0 in haste. So let's see if they can kill the Riddler. It is a 4/6. Agent of Rafine. Not bad. They can give that haste, and then they can draw off the top of my deck. Okay. If they're going to use it, they have to use it now. All right. Not bad. Okay. Ooh, Boseiju. That's fine. So we'll go land, and then we have what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we just can attack for in the air for 4. And then we can pass. We have this food. Unfortunately, their stupid guy flips, so now they can give stuff +2/+0, trample, and haste. But we just didn't have any spells that we could like reasonably play. Okay, opponent plays land for turn. Okay, they're going to Agent of Rafine again. That's fine. Okay, drawing cards off the top of my deck. I mean, I do have a bunch of bangers, so. Okay, Stormcharge Slasher, just going to get in there for 5. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'll take it. We'll go to 12. That's okay. What I could do is Boseiju something. Oh, wow. Channel Dragonfire in my face. Sure. That's fine with me. So, yeah, what I kind of like doing here, what do we do this? We Boseiju, because we're probably not going to have great targets. Boseiju this Watery Grave. Okay, fetching up Verdant Catacombs. Sure. That's okay. Okay, Zaitor's Proving Ground. Alright, opponent gets to search for a card with a basic land type. Have to be weary of this Channel Dragonfire plus the Stormcharge Slasher. I could just die. Alright, now when we cycle the Spar's Headquarters, we only have 1 card in hand, so we draw 2 cards off the Riddler. Ooh, Wingblade Venusaur's excellent draw. Oh my goodness. Or do we have lethal? 7. We don't quite have enough. This costs what? 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This can only be spent to cast a creature spell. So yeah, we do not currently have the means to do the things we want to do. But what we can do here is go green. We can play. Why would it tap like that? That's wild. All right. Go Wingblade Venusaur. Okay, we draw a card, and then we get Savage Stomp. Now we go here. I guess we could do this. We can go Wolf Willow Haven onto this land. Now we have 2 green mana, so I guess we could start with Elvish Mystic. I believe we draw off of that as well. Okay, nice. Now we use the remaining mana for Savage Stomp. Bam, bam. Okay. Now the Stormcharge Slasher is gone, and we're smacking them for 4. Opponent can still play good cards, aka my cards, but I'm not too sure. Yeah. Not too sure how my opponent gets out of this. Looks like they stole an island from me. Seems pretty unlikely my opponent can do 10 damage to me. Thragtusk. Okay. Well, they go up to 11. Not bad. Talion Throne Guard. So this is a conjured copy, right? Conjured duplicate. So it is theirs, which is fine. So I could just animate Hall of the Storm Giants. That would cost 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we're still holding up. All right, I think we do this. Pay 2. I kind of like animating this. So 1. We're still holding up repulsive mutation if we do this. And then we just attack with everything. They can't really block the curator here, so okay. Opponent's just gonna concede there. Opponent is just gonna concede. So yeah, I think we're doing fine. I think we just run it back. All right, this opening hand is terrible, so we'll mull. This opening hand is pretty good. We can keep. So I think I'm just going to get rid of Bonnie Paul. We don't have ramp, and we have lots of top end we can find. So honestly, just turn 1 agent, turn 2 Jace. We're doing pretty well. Ooh, turn 3 Nadu. Very nice. Here comes Agent of Rafine. Opponent's going to fetch Surveil or something. Seems reasonable. Okay. We're just getting a Triumph. Okay. Next turn, I mean, we're just going to like Jace probably. Okay, they're going to cut down. Well, that makes it pretty clear. So we're going to play Jace. Now next turn, I mean, we just play Nadu, and that's pretty good. Let's see if opponent has removal for the Jace. Preacher of the Schism, not bad. Okay, just play Nadu. Pass turn. End of turn, we cycle with Jace. So if they target my stuff, at least I get to draw cards. Opponent is gonna, let's see. Yeah, they're just gonna make a 1/1. That's totally fine. I will take that. Okay, now next turn they can start drawing cards. Well, if we keep hitting them with Nadu. Soul of Windgrace. So when it enters attacks, we put a land from a graveyard onto the battlefield. Either you discard a land, gain 3. Okay, it just does a bunch of stuff, I guess. So I believe the opponent has a fetch that they can get back. All right, Jace time. Guess we put back an island. Okay, we drew a forest. Let's smack for 3 in the air. And then we could play out the hard evidence and pass. So now opponent's going to do that. Okay, so we could... Oh, opponent's attacking with everything. Okay, so Soul of Windgrace, going to bring back land. The activated abilities, you can discard a land card to gain 3, discard a land to draw, or discard a land, tap it, give it indestructible. Okay, that's not too bad. So we can just... it's going to... I think we just block here to here. We're taking 7, so we go to what? 11. Okay, we're not really applying too much pressure here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Really want my opponent to tap out right now. Unfortunately, that's not the case. All right. Let's go Clue Token. See what we find. Triumphant Getaway. Oh, boy. Not a fan of that. But what we can do is go Beseju the Triumphant Getaway. So that way they don't heist me yet. Or they heist me, but then if they cast my spells, they don't drain. And I get to flip Jace now because I have, what, 3? Oh, never mind. All right. All right, I will draw. Ooh, stock up. All right, stock up's good. Okay, Jace. Let's draw discard. Oh, Tamiyo. I do like Tamiyo. How good is a repulsive mutation? Repulsive mutation is going to be pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe it is just stock up. Okay, Menagerie. All right, so we could start off with Tamiyo. And then we can draw off of Jace. Let's see what we got here. If they target my stuff, I get to... Okay, so let's trigger that. Enduring Curiosity. I think we just repulsive mutation. We can do it for... we could do it for 1? Or just 0. Yeah, probably just 0. Confirm 0, so we could target here, target there. Get to, man, what a crazy, everything's so insane. Okay, Eternal Witness. We can get back pretty good cards, but our hand's already pretty good. I don't think we need to do too much here. I think we just get back. We get rid of Eternal Witness. Okay, we flip. Nice. Now we can give, I think, the Preacher of the Schism -2. Then we can go and fetch out probably just a regular forest. Play the Menagerie Curator. I can smack for 3 here, I think. All right, so the Soul of Windgrace is annoying, but now at least the Preacher of the Schism doesn't hit me at all, so I can like freely chump block it. Ooh, opponent's playing is this mine? Yeah. They heisted the Wingblade Venusaur away from me, so now opponent can just kill Manadu. Yeah, they got the Savage Stomp. Okay, Savage Stomp the Nadu. Do I want to pay 2 life? No. All right, Nadu down, but it did ramp us. So Nadu gave just so much value. Yeah, I guess you don't really have like the Nadu combos. Ooh, Thoughtseize from the opponent is definitely a little rough. All right, so everything's coming at me. So we get to eat one of these, and then I get to chump block, and I guess I can chump block there. All right, not bad. This Wingblade Venusaur is certainly rough. Ooh, Channel Dragonfire to finish off Tameo. Yikes. And then we have the Utopia Sprawl. This is looking bad to worse. I think we just got to get back the stock up here. Yep, get stock up. Do that. Nissa seems good. I guess we could also get Hall of the Storm Giants. Unfortunately, we can't, like... can't really do anything. Green. Okay, no attacks. I mean, pretty sure we're dead. Like, all I have to do is kill the Menagerie Curator, and we're done. Screaming now. Yeah, I'm willing to concede to that. That's fine. Okay. Well, on to game 3. On to game 3, we should be okay. I don't really... Let's see. Would Repeal be good? Repeal can stop... it's not... You're not getting a whole lot of tempo. I honestly think we're okay. So we will move on. Opponent also has a ton of little cheap removal spells. So it seems like, unless it's a Utopia Sprawl, it seems hard for my Mana Dorks to stick. All right, here we are for game 3. We'll go first, of course. Hand looks fantastic. We'll keep. Turn 1, Tameo. We'll start with a Hall of Storm Giants. We probably want to draw at least a few more lands. So, yeah, turn 1, Tameo. Pretty good. Opponent could have a Fatal Push or a Cut Down would be pretty bad. Don't like that. Also, we can't really hold up their... Ooh, Gilded Goose. I like that a lot. All right, let's just go Verdant Catacombs. We just get a basic forest here, I think. Play Gilded Goose. Play Hard Evidence. We are just making a ton of rectangles. We have 3 0-powered creatures, which is very funny. But, you know, one of them ramps, one of them gave us a clue, and the other one is just ridiculously broken magic card that sees play in every single constructed format that it's legal in. You know, no big deal. Ooh, Elvish Mystic. Okay, so we'll go Misty Rainforest. Play Elvish Mystic. And then attack for 0. Okay, and then we're going to pass. So If nothing happens, we get to draw a card. Otherwise, we'll just Repulsive Mutation. We can Repulsive Mutation for 1, 2, 3. If we fetch shock a breeding pool, and then we basically counter it, we basically miscalculation something, which I could definitely see if opponent goes land crazy 4-drop, right? Land crazy 4-drop, we can Repulsive Mutation. Okay, just got to see what happens. And of course, we'll click on the cards properly. Okay, well, here we go. If they're fetching immediately, which tells me they want to do something. Soul of Windgrace. So I think I'm going to save let me just make sure I understand this properly. So put X counters, then counter up to 1 target spell unless the controller pays mana. Well, the Graze Power. So Graze Power is 1, they're tapped out. So yeah, here we go. We're going to save the food. So we're going to go fetch shock breeding pool. Then we're going to go Repulsive Mutation for X is 0. We're going to target here, target their spell. They cannot pay. Okay, now we go to our turn. All right. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Definitely going to just slam the Bonnie Paw. Absolutely. And they're just going to concede. Oh, my goodness. Yeah. Yeah, opponent's like a little cooked as far as the number of lands, and then we're just going to get so much value. It's just, oof, pretty convincing. Pretty convincing league. Deck is awesome. Let's take a quick look before we sign off for the evening. So, yeah, I mean, deck was awesome. So, just blue-green value. We had, pretty much no nonsense. Just we had like 5 mana dorks. We could play 15 lands. And then we had all of these things that you could do at instant speed to interact with your opponent's board, or just like draw a bunch of cards with like the Enduring Curiosity and the Italian's Throne Guard, where Stoic Sphinx were all pretty excellent. Nadu, just great as always. Eternal Witness, buying back your dorks or your fetch lands, all that good stuff. Quantum Riddler, Thragtusk, I mean, just nothing but good stuff. Blue-green value. Loved playing this deck. And we got the 3-0. Thank you guys for watching. You can please be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Also, I stream on Twitch occasionally. I'm going for a limited stream, so you can watch more Cube on Mondays, 6:30 p.m. Pacific time. And then Thursdays, Constructed. There's plenty of big upcoming tournaments and regional championships that I need to prepare for. So that's going to be Thursdays at around the same time, 6:30 p.m. Pacific time. So with that, thank you guys for watching.